Hello, English enthusiasts. Welcome back to my series of tenses. So today we will learn that is past simple tense part 4. So in this part, today we will learn the spatial way. So what's the spatial way? Today we will learn that is the spelling changes of the regular verbs during the past simple tense. So by this, you can find out the verbs, that is which situation or which rules the verb is changing, and you can find out easily. So pay attention in this video and grab your notebooks and see it and watch this video very attentively and make some examples with these verbs. By this, you can understand and you can easily apply in your daily life. Okay. So no more talking, let's get started. So today we will explore these very well. So first of all, we are watching that is our one number is most of the regular verbs during the past simple tense, we can simply add the ed. Okay, so here we are watching that is talk becomes talked. So here we have simply added the ed. So talk, talked. Clean becomes cleaned. Same here. Same here. We did the same thing here. Talk becomes talk. Clean becomes cleaned. Work becomes worked. Okay, etc. So these are the some first key concept, that is most of the regular verbs we have to simply add the ed. Without this, then it will be wrong. Okay. So it's simply to remember. And the number 2 is when the verb ends with the word of e. So we don't need to add the e either. We just simply add the d. Okay, because the verb is ended e, so we have to just add the e, not e, d. Okay, so here I have added the d. Okay, so we have to, I have written plus d, which indicates the, you have to add the d. So here smile. Okay, here we are watching that is this verb ends with e. That's why when we want to transform it, so it becomes smiled. After the word of e, we have just added a what? D. And then same here, say becomes saved. Say becomes saved. Saved becomes saved here. So here we have already understood the 2 numbers of these rules, and now focus the 3 number, which is a conclusion some people don't understand. What's this meaning? Oh my god, I can't understand. Okay, so don't be curious, just watch this video and stay tuned with me. So here we are watching the 3 number that is when something that is c plus y. Okay, so when the verb is used, okay, so the last letter, if it is used y, if the last letter ends with y and before the y the consonant used, so we have to drop the y, and then we have to add the ied. Same here as we did this verb. Okay, so here first of all we have to focus the y. So this verb ends with what? Y. So here we can see the y here. So before the y we are watching that is d. So d is a consonant. Okay, but first of all, what's the consonant? Consonant is word with except the vowel words. Okay, and what are the vowel words? We know a, e, I, o, u. These are the 5 words of vowel. Without these 5 words, all words are consonant. Okay, so same here. So d is here consonant before the y. So that's why we need to cancel the y. We have to drop the y. Then what? We have to add the ied. ied. So here, same here. So I have written the ied. Study becomes studied. So our base form is here, study, and the base form, if you want to transform this base form of the verb into the past form, then it will be study, studied. Same here, the base form is here, or you can simply say V1 is here. Carry becomes carried. Just see, we have cut the Y, then we have add the IED. Same here, carry becomes carried. So we have already transformed it, and then same here, but it's a little bit of different. It's the tricky one. The 4 number is tricky one, but it's a little bit connection. The 3 number, what? We know that is before the Y, if the consonant is used, we have to drop the Y and then we have to add the IED. But if the vowel is used before the Y, if the vowel is used before the Y, you don't need to change the Y. The Y will be same, just you need to add the ED. Okay, so same here. So the DY haven't changed, and already I have added the ED because before the Y vowel is used. So A is a vowel. Okay, so it is used before the Y. So that's why if we want to transform it, it will be play becomes plate. Same here. And same here, if we watch this, if we see this, then it will be enjoy becomes enjoyed. Why? Because before the Y, we can get a vowel, and this is O, and then it will be after the Y will be same, and we have to just add the ED. Enjoy becomes enjoyed. There are more one. I have just written two examples of this to make you all understand. So play becomes played. Enjoy becomes enjoy. So we have already understood the 3 and 4 number. So you have to understand this. And if you read the books, just find out this. Read the books attentively. Then you can find out these rules. Okay, and just mark it. Those kinds of verbs or those kinds of words. And then we have to see the 5 number here. That is. Okay, so if the verb, okay, if the verb starts from the end with CVC. CVC means consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay, so the last letter of the verb will be doubled, and we need to add the ed. Okay, so first of all, if you see the word, then you can understand. So here we can see that stop becomes stopped. So how? First of all, that is P, we know consonant. P is consonant, that is C. Okay? And the O is V. O is V, that is vowel. And also T, what? T is consonant. T is consonant. So as we know, that is so it starts from the end. It starts from the end. That's why it is happen. So same here, stop becomes, so we need to double this. We need to double this. So here we have already, that is the last letter is P, and we have already doubled it, and it becomes double P. Okay, so stop becomes stop. So after we need to double, then we have to add what? ED. So here we have already added. Stop becomes stop. Same here, that is we are watching here that is rub becomes rubbed. Why? Because B is consonant here, U is vowel, and R is consonant. So just let me write here V, E, V, and then C. Okay, so which starts, so it starts from the end. Okay, it starts from the end. Rub becomes rubbed. So the last letter of B becomes double. So that's why after this you need to add the ed. So here I have added the ed here. So rub becomes rubbed. Stop becomes stop. Rub becomes rubbed. Okay, so we have already understood these 5 rules. Now then 2 rules left. Okay, so don't be afraid, just look. So here the 6th number is okay, so when the verb ends with C, when the verb ends with C, You don't need to drop the E, or you can cancel the E. Not E, C, okay? When the verb ends with C, you don't have to cancel the C, okay? C will be the same, just you need to add the KED, okay? Only for this C. So if you just see the example, that is picnic. Okay, picnic is a verb here, but something is blowing your mind. That is why we have used picnic here. Picnic is a noun, but some concept picnic can be verb. For example, that is we picnicked by at the park. We picnicked at the park. Okay, so in this concept, the noun becomes the verb. Okay, so some noun becomes the verb. Okay, so it won't be wrong here. So picnic, so the verb after the last letter is C. Okay, we are watching, so the C ends, the verb ends with C. So that's why we can cancel the C, but we need to add the KED. KED. Okay, but if you think that is after the C, we can we add the ED? No. If you add the ED after the word of C, then it will be wrong. You have to add the KED. Okay, so same here. Panic becomes panicked. Panic becomes panicked. Okay, so after the C here, we have added the KED. Picnic becomes picnicked. Panic becomes panicked. We have already understood, and our last one is here. No stress, no double. We need to add the ED. Okay, so it's the tricky one here. We have already understood the 6 rules, and the last one is very tricky. Why? Because the last one is deeply connected with the 5 number. Because I have already forgotten to tell you that is if the verb starts from the end with CVC. But you have to just remember that is if the last verb stress, okay, on that time you can double it and then you can add the ED. Same here, we are watching that is stopped, okay, stopped. So stop, sometimes when we pronunciation it stresses, okay. So same here, rubbed, okay, it stress. But same here, if you pronounce it, that is visit. So if we pronounce it, we can listen the pronunciation, so it won't stress. Okay, so visited. So that's why no stress, no double. So on the situation, we can simply add the ED here. Visited. Here I have added the ED. Visited. Opened. So here I have simply added the ED, which is deeply connected to the 5 number. Okay, so we have already understood these 7 rules. These are the common. There are more, but these are the main rules. So if you read the book, I have just written these parts to make you all understand. So if you read the book and if you find these main rules, so just mark it. Okay, so by this you can master on it. And just practice and just remember this. And try to make some sentences and also use it in your life and try to remember these spellings. Okay, so if you remember the spellings, then your writing will be correct. Okay, so that's it. That's it of our today's video. So if you like it, just like, comment, share, and follow my video. And see you in the next video. Thanks for watching my video. Bye bye everyone.